Welcome back. 6.2. So, continuing our discussion about parabolas and quadratics, a quadratic relation can be represented, here it is again, I keep saying the same thing over and over again. So where a linear equation would be represented by y equals mx plus b, that would be a line. That's a linear equation. This is going to be a quadratic. It's new. Yes, it's absolutely new, but you got to learn it. And it's going to have that telltale x squared term in there. Okay? A, b, and c will all be different numbers. A cannot be 0. Now, if a was 0, we'd lose that x squared term. The graph of any quadratic is called a parabola. Well, the graph of any linear equation is called a line, so I think we can handle that. So, very quick little lesson here. Example 1. Is the following relation linear or quadratic? Those are the two questions, and how do you know? Well, let's look at this. It's y equals 3x minus 1. This looks an awful lot like y equals mx plus b. It has an x term. There's no x squared term. It's not there. The highest I have in it is an x term. This is going to be a linear equation, which means if I graph it, the picture is a line. That's it. That's all there is to this. I know, simple. What about the next one? Well, I've got this x squared term. In fact, I've got 2x squared. So this is much more like ax squared plus bx plus c, where a cannot equal 0. Now notice in this case, a is equal to 2, b is equal to 3, and c is equal to negative 1. That's just one particular quadratic. What's important here is that. What does that mean? That means that this is quadratic equation. Okay, it's an equation because it's in the algebraic form. And if I was to do a picture of this, the picture, when graphed, is going to be called a parabola. Okay, that's it. That's all there is to this. Well, here's a picture. Let's put arrows on the end so that we know that they keep going. What do you think that is? Well, it's pretty straight, so we generally call this a line, which means that it came from a linear equation. This guy? Well, that's the telltale shape, that symmetric U of a parabola, which means that it comes from a quadratic. And the line comes from a linear equation. Well, that was 6.2. That didn't take any time at all. I'll stop the video here and we'll come back to the next one.